But God is all wise. Everything fits together for God's purpose. Y'all read that text I read one time about be not wise, no, be not righteous over much. Y'all remember I read that? It's in Ecclesiastes. Let's see if you can find something else. I didn't bring my computer in. It didn't say don't be righteous over, like presiding over. It says don't be too righteous. Ooh. Somebody said that don't make sense. Oh, y'all was quiet on that one. I was quiet on that one. Ecclesiastes 7:16. What did it say?
Not be excessively righteous.
Oh my goodness! Wait, hold on. I don't want to make fun of nobody, and I'm not being permissive when it comes to sin. But I want us to relax and don't be so what we call. I say what we call. What my last name? What we call. Say that. Holy. Because sometimes, get quiet. Sometimes what we call holy is not what God calls holy. So what I'm saying is sometimes our understanding of God's holiness and our understanding of God's righteousness and our understanding of God's sovereignty doesn't square with our moral training. And I'm not saying we shouldn't have good moral training, but I'm saying we need to understand God. Our ways is not God's ways, or God's ways are not our ways, neither his thoughts, our thoughts. And so when Samson saw this woman, he said, get her for me. And his father and them, they now don't do that. I mean, that's not what? Right. That's not what? It ain't right. But what was the last clause that he read in that? His father and mother did not know it was from the Lord. Some things God set up, something God does, something God's allowed, some things God's will is to accomplish his purpose. That's what's important. His purpose and his will is not our thinking that counts, not our wishes that count, not our wills that count. It's hard for me to come to Lighthouse with all these empty seats. It may be hard for you to come to Lighthouse with all these empty seats. In other words, it may be, what I'm trying to say, it may be discouraging, but I have a duty and responsibility, and we all have a duty and responsibility. And our responsibility is to fulfill our purpose and our calling, because God's going to, he's going to ask us about our faithfulness to where he put us. You need to understand that. I don't want to go, I don't want to be, I don't want to, but God does. And he has a reason and he has a purpose. It don't always make sense. I don't always understand. And you may not always understand. And we nitpick sometimes. We evaluate sometimes. We complain sometimes. I say we, I'm included. You included. All of us included. It ought to be like this. Why is this? I don't understand that. Anybody identify with me? But God is in charge.